Oh, that was a mistake. Camille, that was a huge mistake. Okay, that seems to be all up and running. Is there anything else that I need? Power's in. Power's in. I need to put a pump in. Oh, we need to set some piping in as well. Yeah, I need to put a gas pump in here. I'm thinking... There, is it? Yeah, we'll just go straight down here. I may make a little overpressure chamber for CO2 as well. I don't know yet. We might just feed it straight to Slicksters, or I might want to cook it first. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let's see. You're going to go there. You all need to be changed to 100%. And then it'll start filling up the coal gens. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It's a good job done. Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Very good. So that's in. You're only going to pump if above like. Same with you. You need to be connected to power. And then I think that's that done. You don't shoot coal from the right room. Not yet, Q-Zone, no. I've not got a power circuit on this side yet. As silly as it sounds, I need to run these wires up here, and we didn't have much metal at the time. We now got loads, so I can hook it up, really, but we don't need it at the moment. Soon, soon. Okay, I think this is good to go. So it's cooled off nicely. We've swept everything from the room. We're obviously going to have to get underneath to extend these gas pipes out somewhere, but for now, let's just seal it all off. And that should be good to go, I think. Nothing missing, I don't think. That's pretty compact and tidy, and that'll do, I think. It's cooled. That'll do. So Slicksters, we need to get into plastic. We need to get more power. We need to get into plastic. I'm probably going to do exosuits next. So what I'll do is probably use maybe one of these pumps. Yeah, tell you what we'll do. Let's slap down some vents and get these rooms vacuumed. I think we can connect this up whenever we want. The only thing we've not got yet is a supply of water. Oh, by the way, Saturnus, I forgot to mention, I had a problem with the steam geyser in my single player world, and it's what I think you were mentioning last night. I overpressurized it with oxygen by accident and put it to like 8 kilos of oxygen, and it just shut the geyser down. Is that what you were talking about you did with chlorine? So I was listening, like, you were talking about how to stop a geyser from working. I did it by accident. The steam just overpressurized my oxygen, then all of a sudden the whole room was overpressurized. It was weird. How do you keep your generator room cooled? These coal gens are being cooled with polluted water coming from a slush geyser. So at the moment we're at sort of -9. It will heat up eventually, but there's a lot of water there, so... It has something that looks and smells like food, but does it taste like food? Eagerly awaits update. What have you gone for, Camo? What have you made? What have you wrangled? Okay. Let's just just get all this shit pumped out. Don't know how that iron got in there. I'm going to get rid of it. Because it makes me mad. Just canned ravioli. I'm sure you've talked about canned ravioli and its virtues before. I'm sure we've had this before. Okay. So that's that tidied up. Boop. Can you press escape for a second? I want to copy your seed. Yeah, certainly. There you go, buddy. There is my world seed. Excuse me. 5 kilograms per tile of another gas, and then the vent gas will overpressurize it and stop it from outputting gas. That's a lot of gases. The iron was a deconstructed wire. Yeah, it was down here, wasn't it? It was when we deconstructed the wire in this wall. I do remember, Mex. I don't need to be so specific all the time. You're very welcome, buddy. I will warn you, it's not the best seeds. From what we've seen so far, it's pretty fucking brutal. But by all means, mate, go for it. Let me know how you get on if you play it. Life, what are your cooling pipes made out from? The slush guys, by the way. These are all abyssite, and then when it gets into the room, it's granite, basically. Granite's still pretty strong. I don't normally waste wolframite on basic bitch radiators that I don't care that much about. Wolframite is normally for those really fine builds, but if you've got shitloads of wolframite in your world, use it. You can't use it. It was made in a previous update and will not output. Same in the current build. No, this key is from this build. This isn't a pre-release one, Saturnus. This is from this build. Unless they've changed something. That's what I was checking. What? Oh, right, okay. The Slush Guys was a gold mine, though. Slush Guys seems to be nice. Bacon Fried Matters. Thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How do you deal with slime lung? So far, it keeps ruining my experience because I have to do so much to deal with it. Unless, of course, I'm missing something simple. Adizor, welcome to the stream, buddy. First of all, you're not missing anything. Hold on. My base is dying. I need algae. Okay, there's a couple of really easy ways to deal with slime lung. The first one is make yourself a compactor area that's either A, underwater, or B, filled with chlorine. If you fill it with chlorine, then sweep up all the stuff that you dig up immediately once you've dug it. The chlorine will kill off the germs. Likewise, if it's underwater, it won't release any slime lung, and you can later then cool that water. That will kill off the slime lung that's there. They are some easy ways of dealing with it. You are not alone. A lot of people have the same question, so don't feel like you're a noob, mate. Everybody has the same problem. They're probably the easiest ways of dealing with it. Also, make sure you slap down some deodorizers. They really do a good job at killing off slime lungs so you don't end up with very much. Once you've got enough oxygen in the area, the oxygen itself will kill off the slime lung, which is pretty good. Pretty sure I've had the same building breaking for over 100 cycles. What the hell? Hope that helps, Adizor. Anyway, any other questions, mate? Always ask. Go for it. I tried using the seed. It's not the same. It's not the same map. This was started on this release, mate. This seed is from the release day. So I didn't play the pre-release, did I really? I played it like 50 cycles in single player and fucked it off. It was just too buggy. I played the game since one of the first releases, have 800 hours, but took a break and slime lung isn't fun in my opinion. It used to be a lot worse, mate. And Saturnus will testify to that. It used to be a lot worse. And they nerfed the hell out of it. So much so that I normally don't pay it much attention anymore. Slime lung used to be really deadly. I need to cancel these. We'll remember where this hydrogen dig is. If you, I like to leave dig commands, like low priority dig commands on the neutronium so I can see my geysers. The problem is dupes will still try and dig neutronium and they'll just sit there digging it for like a whole cycle, which is a little bit annoying. So we'll remove those. If I've left any others anywhere else, they might have done the same thing. What the fuck? Jesus. We're gonna have to get the electrolyzers on soon, aren't we? I've been putting it off and putting it off because I just can't be bothered, but we'll get them online shortly. Let's get this stuff collected as well. There's a lot of iron down here. We've still got shitloads of iron in the map, in fairness, that we've not dug out. But we'll come back to that. You tried and didn't get the same map? That's weird. Unless they've done like a little weird fix that I don't know about, but... I am a little bit out of the loop nowadays, because I don't spend as much time on the forums as a rule. I think my patience has worn a bit too thin for me to spend much time on there. I generally want to shake people violently by the head until they stop talking. We got any other little handy patches of algae? I should really finish digging all this shit out, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of these deodorizers, and then we can strip all this down. Just extend this ladder down for now. Okay, we can get rid of all this soon. Just need to get a bit of an algae buffer and then we can carry on doing some stuff. Sandling used to do me in the same way it does you on his own until I built compactors like life suggested. So far I'm going almost 300 cycles on my current base and I couldn't even get break 150. That is good to hear, Red Gnome. That is nice. Glad to hear it, bud. I just popped by to call you Ginger Bollocks and maybe back a little bit later. Thank you, Raptor! See you later, buddy. Much love, mate. Got bored quite fast because distracts from the game I want to play. I don't like having to deal with it, I just want to dig and build. Wait, what's that? Doesn't the seed... Wait, sorry Max, what's that? Doesn't the seed only work if you gen the world using the seed option? If you just start a game, the seed is not reproducible as far as I know. Oh, right. I've no idea. I can't imagine why he'd be so lenient. I'd like to go full-on Vlad the Impaler on some people on the forum sometimes. There's just a lot of dicks on there at the minute. I've just no time for it. You know, just kid dicks. The worst kind of dick. Kid dicks. I'm just lost all patience for him. And I have to be careful because I don't want to get banned. I don't want to be that guy. But on the same token, sometimes this namby-pamby bullshit of not calling people a twat if they're being a twat really does get old. Dear. You should be able to call someone a twat if they are a twat. I get called a twat all the time. Shit. Oh shit, I just thought... Oh no, I did put that in. Cool. I thought I'd forgotten to put these in. So these should all be backed up with coal. We could connect these ones up in a minute as well. How much algae have we got? 500 kilos. Fuck. I need a big old dig out, really. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go for exosuits. So let's just do this. Make sure these don't work. Can you explain what you mean with compactors? Didn't quite understand. Yeah, these are. easiest way, I mean, I've actually done it here. I've got some compactors that are basically filled with slime. This one is filled with ice, so I filled this one with polluted ice to cool off the water. These are all filled with slime, so we've got slime at 16 tons in here, 14 tons, 11 tons, and so on. If I go on my germ overlay, the only things I've got in here is food poisoning. Food poisoning doesn't die off as easily. I can't remember what the actual temperature it dies off is. Minus 25 it has to be for food poisoning, whereas slime lung will die off if it goes below 10 degrees. So this water currently being at -3 has just killed all the slime lung that's on the slime that we dug up. A lot of this slime is from this area. You know, anywhere we've dug up slime, for the most part, they've been storing it in here. And the cold water just kills it off later. So you just put it underwater, it won't give off any gas, and then you just don't need to deal with it until you cool your water down. Or put it in a chlorine-filled room, that does the same thing. Chlorine just kills it off. The beauty of doing it in a chlorine-filled room is your slime doesn't end up being crazy cold for later in the game when you want to use it. That's the only difference. But yeah. Wait, I know the right response for this. Life Eternus, you veteran elitists. You see, that's the old thing that gets thrown out. That's what gets thrown out. Oh, you're just being elitist. You're not very noob-friendly. Like, I spend my fucking life helping noobs. Helping new players to this game. Helping them out. And I get called an elitist. It's not that I'm an elitist, just people talk shit. I don't know. Domineering, good evening, how are you? Hashtag twatlife. If you really don't want to mess around with Slam, you can turn it off. No, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Don't pussify the game. Play big. Don't be a fanny. Don't turn it off. Get used to it and it becomes nothing. It's then just a feature of the game. Don't turn it off. Don't be that guy. There's no need for that. What are the plans for today? Just bits and bobs really, Domineering. I did put it on the Twitch title, just odds and sods really. We're going to try and get some oxygen set up. I need to actually do these now. Odds and sods. We'll try and get some more power set up. We'll try and get our oxygen set up into the base. A few other random bits. We'll need to do some base cooling as well, and I've not figured out, excuse me, what I'm going to do for that yet. I need a bit of a hit of algae. I think we've used all of our easy seams. Could get up here. Let's dig the shop. I don't really care about the I don't really care about balm lilies all that much. We'll get you as well whilst we're here. I'll dig this out so we get access to these pinch pepper nuts. We'll put them in. Shit! All of our fridges are filled. What are our fridges filled with? Pinch pepper nuts. Fair enough. What have I missed? What have I missed? More and more! Good evening! How are you? Long time no see. That's how I feel. I didn't want to turn it off. I want to deal with it so the game becomes fun again. Yeah. Just practice. I mean, don't give up. If it does kill you once, then it won't kill you again. You know what I mean? Like, I've given you a couple of tips there that help me deal with it. I've never died to slime lung yet. Fingers crossed, touch wood. It's not that difficult to get round. Just be careful and you'll soon get your head around it. Is that water being used as an airlock over by the slime lung depository? This was, unfortunately, I pumped in too much oil and water when I wasn't looking. So it's a little bit balked at the minute. This was a liquid lock, yeah, but what's gone on down here is we had basically I set up 2 pitcher pumps and then didn't look at it for an hour and I came back and it was all flooded. So yeah, that happened, unfortunately. It was beyond my control. I am an idiot. The only forums are the least I've seen. Don't know why people complain. There's just a few people on there that are gobby shits. That's basically what it boils down to. I play like Slime Lung is still deadly because that's how I've always played with germs since they were introduced. Store underwater, initiate cold or oxygen Slime Lung, death and wait until it's safe. Exactly, there you go. Oh, glad to hear more. Glad to hear, buddy. He'll dig out all the algae from the map before he manages to put his electrolyzer work. And I can turn my electrolyzer on now. I'll just cook the base a little bit. If you turn off germs, you really deserve critical circumcision mishap. That is the best way of putting it. A critical circumcision mishap. Slime Lung is already so easy to deal with. It's really a non-issue. The end bit was a little bit elitist there, Sternus. It's not a non-issue if you come into it as a new player. If you come into it as a new player that hasn't dealt with it before, then it is an issue. There should be more explanation in the game. Like this little lexicon up here. Let's see. How can we search for Slime Lung? Let's see what the info it gives us. Right, okay, so if we go in the book, Slime Lung, contracted via air inhalation, lethal without medical care, duplicants experience coughing and shortness of breath. Its temperature range, so it does tell you how to kill it. Temperature range is 10 degrees to 100. Pressure range is 0 to 1000. It should put oxygen here. I know it mentions it down here, but it should put it up here. It multiplies in slime, polluted oxygen, inhibited by gas, killed by solid oxygen or liquid, disinfected by bleachstone or chlorine. So it tells you everything that you need to know in here. But I don't know. Maybe in the late game when it's actually close to being launched, there'll be an actual like tutorial or something. But who knows? It's not easy until you learn how to deal with it. Exactly. Yeah. Coming to some circumcision mishap. We were just talking about you, Blue. Mid Jones, how are you, buddy? How's it going, mate? If you turn off... Yeah, that should be added. Quote add, it is. Quote add. You should be able to do it, I think. Quote space add, I think it is. Right, I do need to get a bit more algae. I do need a little bit more algae because I'm being lazy. Let's dig out some of this. Yeah, I could turn on the electrolyzers now. If I turn them on now, the only thing I'll do is I'll cook my base a little bit. But I can do. I was debating doing something with like a conveyor system, but I don't know if I want to. Like a conveyor cooling. I've basically done conveyor cooling in my single player, and I quite like it. I do quite like it. How do I want to do this? Let's just think a second. How I'm going to get all these pipes out of here. So I think it must come down here with 2 pipes. Excellent work, Red Gnome. Good work, buddy. I'm doing good, thanks. I haven't been playing on in a while because of the new update. I'm a little afraid to try the new update since, guys, I've done 2 cycles of variable small output. Just jump in, mid. Jump in, mate. You'll have a better seed than I did, let's put it that way. Jesus. Saturnus. Oh, if only you could have put anus in there. Oh, Jesus. I'll fix it later, Saturnus, don't worry. I'll fix it, mate. Hey, Life, I found a link with an image very similar to the problem I have in my base that I told you yesterday. Can you have a look? Of course I can. Let's have a nosy. If only he'd put anus in his name, we would have been best friends, you and I. Right. There we go. Why did this airflow tile not block the liquid? This is loading very slowly. Right. If you ever have an airflow tile that gets liquid behind it, then technically the surface tension of the liquid can bypass the tile. basically all you need to do is deconstruct the tile and build it again. So if I was trying to fix this, I'd put a normal tile here, deconstruct this, build it again, make sure there was no liquid behind it. If you click on the gas overlay and mouse over it, it needs to say gas behind it, and then just remove that tile and it'll be fine. This is an old bug that they realistically fixed a while back. They changed airflow tiles so that when you built it, it would always displace liquid behind them, but it can still happen. It can still happen since, I think it came in occupational again. So basically, if I was in this situation, build a tile here, solid tile, like an insulated tile or whatever, normal tile, deconstruct this, rebuild it, check to see if it's displaced the liquid behind it, and then if not, put a normal tile here and replace the normal tile